Speaking of Taylor Swift, I know you went to the Taylor Swift concert. How was it?
Yeah, well, I was disappointed that she doesn't talk before or after her shows because she has to save her voice for the 44 songs that she sings. So I was a little butthurt I didn't get to hand her one of the bracelets I made for her.
You made her a bracelet?
Yeah. If you're up on Taylor Swift concerts, there are friendship bracelets, and I received a bunch of them being there, but I wanted to give Taylor Swift one with my number on it. Not right now.
Your number's in 87 or your phone number?
You know which one. She doesn't meet anybody, or at least she didn't want to meet me, so I took a personal.
Jason Kelce's shocked reaction to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's sweet wedding album on New Heights podcast. On the latest episode of New Heights podcast, the popular talk show hosted by the Kelce brothers, Jason Kelce surprised millions of viewers with his shocking, emotional reaction when his brother Travis Kelce shared about the sweet wedding album that Taylor Swift had secretly written for their love. In the sweet photo that is going viral, Taylor and Travis hug each other tightly in a colorful flower garden, the very setting that appears in this special album. Taylor turned everyday moments into songs, and culminated in the entire wedding album being introduced for the first time on her big day with Travis in Kansas City. Jason Kelce, who is known for being outspoken, humorous, and sometimes thorny, was completely surprised. On the podcast, he repeatedly put his hands on his head, scratched his messy hair, and even burst out laughing and choking up, saying that he had never witnessed such a sweet combination of sports and music. In this episode, Travis Kelce sat in front of the microphone, his face unusually radiant. He began to talk about the wedding party, the moment Taylor gave him an unexpected surprise. In the middle of everyone raising their glasses, Taylor came out, grabbed her guitar and said, "These are the melodies I wrote for you, for us. Not to release, just to sing to the person I love." I couldn't hold back my tears. Jason, who was listening to the story at the time, almost fell off his chair. "Wait, did you just say, a whole wedding album? Oh my God, I thought it was just one song, like a love song as a gift. But an album? Taylor Swift wrote an album for your wedding?" This shocked reaction immediately caused a storm on social media. Fans shared clips of Jason's eyes widening, his mouth agape, and laughing hysterically while Travis just nodded happily. According to Travis, Taylor has been preparing for this album for months, in parallel with the busy schedule of the Eras tour. Each song is based on a specific memory in their love journey. The opening track tells the story of the concert in Kansas City, where Travis failed to give a friendship bracelet but still persisted in conquering Taylor. Another song recreates the moments when Taylor sat in the stands, wearing the number 87 jersey, cheering during an NFL game. The final song, which Travis said brought the whole audience to tears, is the ballad Forever 87, a reference to his jersey number and the promise of being together forever. Jason was completely melted when he heard this. "I've played football for so many years, witnessed so many teammates' weddings, but I've never seen anyone have an album written by Taylor Swift. You're the luckiest man on the planet." What made a strong impression in the podcast episode was not only the story about the album, but also the way Jason reacted. From a player who had teased his younger brother many times about his love life, Jason now choked up and his eyes turned red when he heard Travis describe the feeling of standing in the middle of a wedding and listening to Taylor sing. "I'm not the type to cry easily, but listening to you talk about it, I felt like I was there. I'm proud of you, Trav. Not just because you're a good player, but because you found someone who truly loves you." The audience quickly edited the moment Jason wiped away his tears, turning it into a meme that went viral on Twitter, TikTok and Instagram. The phrase, "Jason's shocked face," hit the top trending worldwide in just a few hours. Swifties and NFL fans shared their feelings. One account wrote, "Taylor Swift wrote a wedding album for Travis Kelce. This is no longer love, this is legend." Another fan joked, "Jason Kelce just became a representation of all of us, shocked, crying, then laughing with happiness." A Chiefs fan commented, "We've seen Travis lift the Super Bowl trophy, but today we saw him hold a love that was bigger than the trophy." Cultural commentators say Taylor Swift's wedding album is the clearest example of the intersection between music and sports in the 21st century. It's not just a personal gift, but also a symbol. For football fans, it's a testament to the softness and affection of an athlete who seems to know only strength. For music fans, it's an affirmation that Taylor Swift writes not only for millions of listeners, but also for her own heart. Jason Kelce, in the role of witness on the podcast, has become a bridge for the public to fully feel that value. The podcast episode ended with laughter mixed with emotion. Travis thanked the fans for their support, while Jason did not forget to tease his younger brother. "Hey, don't let me get used to having a wedding album and then make Taylor write a honeymoon album again." The audience laughed, but everyone understood that this love story still had many new chapters to tell. In that moment, millions of podcast listeners felt that not only Travis, but also the Kelce family, especially Jason, had become part of the greatest love story of all time. The photo of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce hugging each other in the middle of the Kansas City Flower Garden is now not only a beautiful moment at the wedding, but also the inspiration to write a sweet wedding album. Jason Kelce's shocked, sincere and emotional reaction on New Heights podcast helped fans understand the deep meaning of this special gift. In a world where sports and music are sometimes separate, the Swift-Kelce love story, along with Jason's reaction, proved that love can become a common song, connecting all hearts. In a 5-photo joint post on Instagram, the superstar singer and football player revealed their engagement, the fairy tale culmination of a courtship that for 2 years has thrilled and fascinated millions around the world, but especially Swifties, the pop star's enormous and ardent fan base. "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married," the caption read, accompanied by an emoji of a dynamite stick. Kelce was a famous football player when they met, a star tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs and a Super Bowl champion, but Swift's unique level of fame catapulted him into a different orbit entirely. Their relationship was documented in countless shots of Swift celebrating at Chiefs games and fan videos of Kelce dancing along at Swift's Eras concert tour as it traveled the globe. There were those who speculated, with no evidence, that the relationship was not genuine but a cynical ploy for more fame, while some even theorized it was a plot to influence the U.S. elections. In the end, those voices were quieted by a happy couple who simply looked in love, now with an engagement ring rivaling the size of Kelce's 3 Super Bowl rings. It's unclear when and where the two got engaged. Representatives for Swift and Kelce did not immediately respond to the Associated Press request for comment. It's been just 2 weeks since Swift and Kelce last ignited a media frenzy, with the announcement of a new album, The Life of a Showgirl. It comes out October 3rd. Kelce and his brother, former Philadelphia Eagles center Jason Kelce, assisted Swift with the rollout, hosting her on their typically football-oriented podcast, New Heights. During the episode, she likened her career to her now fiancé's, saying their jobs were to entertain people for 3 hours in NFL stadiums. When Jason Kelce asked his brother and Swift, sitting side by side, how they handled the discourse around their relationship, Swift said they just didn't. "We don't, really. I don't see a lot of things," she said. "My name can be in the actual headline, and it's none of my business." The pair started dating during Swift's landmark Eras tour, though Kelce was thwarted in his first attempt to meet Swift at her concert at Arrowhead Stadium. But by September, Swift was back at the Kansas City Stadium, cheering on Kelce next to his mother. Less than 2 months later, she was changing lyrics on stage. "Karma is the guy on the Chiefs, coming straight home to me," she sang in Argentina as Kelce beamed from the audience. The news broke in the middle of the Kansas City Chiefs' media availability, though after head coach Andy Reid had departed. That left Chiefs defensive end Mike Dana to field questions about his teammates' engagement. "Man, it's incredible. I was caught off guard, but great for them," Dana said, a few minutes after the news raced across social media. "But great for them. That's a blessing. Any time you find that type of joy, blessing, love, that's a beautiful thing." Like many of the Chiefs, Dana has hung out with Swift and Kelce at a New Year's party and after most of their home games. "I'll think of a good little engagement gift," Dana said. "Maybe some Pop-Tarts back to her. It won't be homemade." The NFL, which has gained untold numbers of fans since the relationship became public, posted the news on X with their congratulations, then quickly deleted it and reposted it when they realized they tagged the wrong Swift account. Two of the most genuine people meet and fall in love. "Just so happy for these two," Brittany Mahomes, the wife of Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes, said on Instagram. Brittany Mahomes and Swift have frequently shared a suite for games at Arrowhead Stadium.